Hey, it's Cindy Whitmer here, the Mid-Life Makeover Coach, and I am here to talk to you today about waking up. Now, what do I mean by waking up? I don't mean setting your alarm and getting up in the morning. What I'm talking about is if you are unhappy in some area of your life, or generally speaking, having a difficult time feeling good in your life or satisfied in your life, then the first step that I think is really important for you to take is to wake up. And this is taking an honest look at yourself and understanding how you are directly affecting what's going on in your life, the impact that you have on yourself. So that's the first step in my midlife makeover method that I teach in my coaching programs and in my book here that you can get on Amazon as an ebook or a print copy. So anyway, step number one of the midlife makeover method is waking up. And in it, I ask you to consider these questions. So what would your answers be? Thinking about what's going on in your life and so forth, what would your answers be to these questions? Number one, who am I? Who are you? What are you about? What do you stand for? What are your values? What's important to you? Who are you really? You know, you're not just the roles you play in life. You're not just your stuff. You're not, who are you? Like in the core of who you are. Who is that person that you are, that you really, really, truly are? Number two, what's working in my life? What's working in my life? Ask yourself this. Look around and think very consciously about what's going well, and why it might be going well. Like some areas are stronger than others. And then number three, what's not working in my life? What is not working in my life? Maybe it's some kind of habit you have. Maybe it's financially it's not working in your life. Maybe your marriage isn't working. Maybe something with your health isn't working. Just look and notice what's really not working in your life. Maybe it's not working that you're pushing the snooze button 5 times every morning. Maybe it's not working that you're still having a drink every night at 5:30 when you get home from work and drinking for quite some time to numb yourself from a difficult day or one difficult day after another. What's not working in your life? Be really honest with yourself about these things. Number four, what strengths do I have? No matter how bad you feel or how poorly you think your life is going, you have strengths. There are ways you are uniquely wired to do well. And or you've built skills of different kinds that are really, really great strengths in your life. And so I want you to tap into those. This is very, very important to understand where you really have some strong qualities and skills. Number five, what areas do I want to improve in? What areas do I want to improve in? Ask yourself this. Like, where are you feeling weakness in your life, or areas that you know, gosh, I could really learn to grow in this area. I'd like to, I want to. Where are you feeling called to make some changes? And then number six, what would my life look like if I loved myself this year more than I ever have before? Wow. I was just talking to a client about this morning, a coaching client, private client. And she was realizing that the happier she is in her life, the happier her marriage is, the more smoothly her professional life goes, the healthier she feels. She really got the relationship between learning to care for herself and make herself a priority, and how that really affects everything else. And so imagine if you were as compassionate and kind and loving toward yourself and as giving toward yourself as you often are to other people, how that might shift things, how that might move the bar in your life and set it higher. And then lastly, what would happen if I chose to take full responsibility for my life starting right now? Full responsibility. Now, this doesn't mean that other people aren't responsible for what they've done in your relationships, or, if someone deceived you, that that's not on them too. But taking full responsibility for our lives means, excuse me, really moving into a conversation with ourselves about how we are impacting things that happen and how we are responding and reacting to the people and events around us in our lives, because that's where we have full power. Our response to things. Life's going to happen. Things are going to happen. The car's going to break down. The boss is going to yell at you. The young adult child is not going to live a life that you approve of necessarily. Weather disasters are going to happen. Health diagnoses come around. The economy wavers a lot. Whatever things happen in life, and so you cannot control all those things, nor are you responsible for all those things. But how you respond to them, you are. So step into that more and more and more, and you will be happier. So this whole process of waking up is to ask yourself those questions so you can really tap into what is going well, what's not, where your strengths lie that you can utilize to have an impact on those areas you want to grow. And then if you top that off with a greater dose of self-love and personal responsibility, the possibilities for you are endless. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.